Hi, everyone. It's David from Sin City Crypto. I'm here today to talk to you about iTrust Capital and the importance of saving for retirement. In this video, we're going to cover the company background of iTrust, again, the importance of saving for retirement, Roth IRAs, what are the benefits, what are the contribution limits. We're going to talk about how to sign up using our affiliate link and how you can get a free $100 into your account, the process of signing up, and also what is offered on the platform. So let's jump right into it. Who is iTrust? So iTrust Capital, if you visit itrustcapital.com, the About Us page, when we were searching for a brand partner for a IRA retirement account, we landed on iTrust Capital for multiple reasons. As you can see here, their company motto, revolutionizing the alternative investment IRA industry. This is what Blake Skedron, the CVO and co-founder, said. As digital assets are reaching mainstream adoption, iTrust Capital's technology is disrupting the self-directed IRA industry by utilizing technology to offer a low-cost, transparent, and easy-to-use platform for investing in alternative assets using IRAs. And this is true because I personally use it myself. All of us here at Sin City Crypto do have accounts with iTrust Capital. And one thing for me is the importance of the strength of the company, right? We want a company that has longevity. We want to know that if we're investing our money on a platform, that they are doing right by their customers, they have the correct safeguards in place. And with a company like iTrust being founded in 2018, at the depths of at the time, the worst bear market that we've seen, it's withstood the likes of FTX and Voyager and 3 Arrows Capital, and it remains standing to this day. One thing I also like to take a look at, what we saw happen when everything blew up with FTX and everyone started freaking out about exchanges, how are they making their money, right? And so I decided to do a little bit of research, and I want to share some of that research myself. So iTrust has processed over $5 billion worth of self-directed trades. And as you can see here, based on growjoe.com, out of that, the company's revenue is about $7.8 million a year, right? Now, why is this important? If they're only making money off of the percent, which is the amount is 1% of fees they take from every time you buy or sell crypto within your self-directed account, their revenue shouldn't be 100 million, $500 million, $1 billion, because you know they're doing something else. As we can see here, guys, $7.8 million per year. This is as of January 2022. So to me, this was extremely important in picking the platform and being able to safely have my money on the platform. Now, as far as pricing and transparency, what I do love about iTrust is if you head over to their pricing tab on their website, you can see here, everything is laid out directly in front of you. $0 monthly account fee, 1% crypto transaction fee, which is a lot lower than some of these centralized exchanges. $50 if you transact in gold, and $2.50 if you transact in silver. And here you can, it shows you everything you need to know, setting up your new IRA, facilitation of the funding, and all the other information if you would like to check it out. Now, let's talk about the importance of saving for retirement, okay? A lot of people put money into Social Security thinking that, hey, the government's gonna take care of me. Well, what if I told you Social Security is gonna run out of money in a little over 10 years? As you can see here, 2034, that is the date. If nothing changes, the government, the Social Security fund will run out of money. And guess what? When it's time for you to retire, that money's not going to be there. So we have to take the retirement into our own hands. And that is one of the reasons why I am so bullish on iTrust Capital. Now, also, ask yourself this question. Are taxes going to be higher or lower in the future? Is Social Security going to be here or is not going to be here? Do you really want to trust the government to take care of you in retirement? To me, my friends, the answer is no. And I'm sure to a lot of you, the answer is no as well. I pulled up this article from Investopedia. How much do I need to save to retire? So many retirement experts recommend strategies such as saving 10 times your pre-retirement salary and planning on living on 80% of your pre-retirement annual income. So for example, if you make $100,000 a year, you need at least $80,000 per year in retirement to live comfortably after leaving the workforce. And then you talk about, well, where are we going to get these gains, right? Take a look at the most popular place people invest money. That is going to be the S&P 500. You look at historically over the last 40 years, the S&P 500 has brought in between 7 and 8% annual growth, right? Annually. You take a look at what Bitcoin has brought over the last, let's say, 10 or 11 years. You take a look here in 2011, 1,473% returns. And I'll leave this up here for a second so you guys can take a look. And I did the math myself. And I took away the outliers. I took away 1,470%. I took away 5,500%. I took away 1,330%. And I left all the big negatives and I divided them into the amount of years. And you're looking at over a 7x per year on average over the last 8 years if your money's in Bitcoin. And when you combine that with the benefits of a Roth IRA in your account and be able to withdraw that money tax-free, I mean, do I need to say more? Now, let's talk a little bit about Roth IRAs. Now, I do want to note there are plenty of different programs you can choose on iTrust. The two most popular being Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs. The difference is traditional IRAs, you get a tax deduction. So money goes in before it's taxed. Roth IRAs, on the other hand, the money is already taxed and then goes in. But the benefit of that is when you start to enjoy some of those gains in retirement, that money you're pulling out, you do not have to pay any taxes on it. I do have this article here from Nerd Wallet, top 5 benefits of Roth IRAs. Take a look here. Number 1, tax-free retirement income. We just went over that. Penalty-free withdrawals. Of course, the number here is 59.5. And if for some reason there is an emergency, all you got to do is pay a 10% penalty. Moving along here, the third is no required minimum distributions. There are maximum distributions, and we'll go over that here in a second. Number 4, tax-free withdrawals for your heirs. So if, God forbid, something happens to you, the beneficiary, which you are able to set up when you log into, when you set up your account with iTrust, if something happens to you, that money gets rolled over, and they are now able to withdraw that money tax-free as well. And almost anyone can contribute to one. There is a lot less limitations than there are with traditional IRAs. Now, if we take a look at the history of tax rates, right? Take a look, okay, what I want the tax deduction versus I don't want to pay taxes in the future. And I asked you this question earlier. You think taxes are going to be higher or lower? What if I told you that today, right now, taxes are the lowest they've ever been? With the debt crisis looming in the US, we've added $1.3 trillion worth of national debt on our balance sheet over the last month and a half. And that trend is only going to continue. If you look at here, the history of the federal income tax rates, you can see here during World War I, this number jumped up to 77%. During the Great Depression, it was down to 25%, and they bumped it back up to 63%. During World War II, you're looking at a 94% taxable income. That is at the top rate. That's where it peaked at. 70% back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. In the 80s, it was between 70 and 50%. As early as 2012, we were getting close to that 40%. And currently, where are we right now? We are at 37 to 40.8%. So historically, we're at the lowest tax rates we've seen. But we know for the government to get out of debt, one of two things has to happen: print money or raise taxes. In my belief, they're going to do both. So you want to protect your gains in retirement by setting up a Roth IRA account. That is just my personal belief. As far as contribution limits, we did discuss this. This is according to Charles Schwab. This is depending on how much money you make, but if you make it under $138 or under $218,000 as a married filing jointly, if you're under the age of 50, you can contribute up to $6,500 per year. And if you're over the age of 50, you can contribute $7,500 per year. Now, let's talk about signing up, right? First and foremost, please use the link in the description of our video. You'll receive a free $100 once you do fund your account. It's not that difficult, guys. You sign up, and here's the page I'll show you. Go to their homepage, click the link in the description, click open account. All you got to do is KYC, typical stuff, date of birth, primary residence. You pick your beneficiary. So if God forbid something happens to you, who do you want your money to go to? And once you fund your account, you'll get the free $100. Now, there are a few ways of funding. One way is to roll over a current IRA you have in the traditional world over to iTrust. You can do that as well, and then we'll walk you through each step of doing that. The other way is cash funding. You can do that via wire transfer, ACH transfer. The minimum to get started is $1,000. So just to be transparent and throw that out there. Now let's talk about what does iTrust offer as far as their markets. The great thing about iTrust is they don't offer just any BS cryptocurrency. They continue to add more high utility cryptocurrencies that are safe, that have been around. There's no real bad, as some people say, shit coins on there. They just did recently add XRP, Quant, Hedera, and more. As you can see here, guys, obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, Solana, Polkadot, and I'll scroll down a little bit. There's over 4 pages of it. But the great thing too, guys, is there's also precious metals. We talk about this. There's more than one way to hedge against monetary debasement and currency debasement, and that is precious metals. And guess what, guys? You can buy gold and silver in your self-directed IRA account as well. You can create watch lists. You can go to all assets. You can create watch lists. You can decide how to self-direct your fund via what's gained the most, what has lost the most. It's very customizable. Their customer service is excellent. And so with that being said, my friends, if you are planning on saving for retirement and you want to save it in crypto, there is one company that we trust here at Sin City Crypto, and that is iTrust Capital. And if you decide to fund an account, please do yourselves a favor, do us a favor, use the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.